Howdy. Guess what day it is? April Fools. So we're going to have a show tonight. We're going to talk about some shit. As soon as I figure out how this crap works. Let me see here. I'm trying to... Nope, that's not going to do it. Alright, well, I'm just going to have to assume that this is going out. I'm trying to monitor it at the same time, but that's not going to work. So, folks, let me jump over here. Hey, welcome. It's April 1st, 2019. You're listening to My Alaskan Backyard from a cabin up on Lazy Mountain, Alaska. Today has been a pretty nice day. It's been close to like 45, 50 degrees today. We've had like 4 days like this so far. Breakups. We're in the middle of a breakup. And for those of you who don't know, breakup is when spring happens in Alaska. It's not a gradual thing. It's just like bam, in 4 weeks or so you go from the dead of winter to grass growing, and all the ice is gone, all the snow is gone, the trees are all budded out, totally budded out and filled out. Grass is green and growing. It's just amazing how fast it occurs. And we're in that phase right now. So I'm happy I made it through the winter. It was touch and go there for a while. But, you know, my longtime listeners and viewers will remember my shows in January and February with the frozen olive oil. Steam blowing out of my face as I sit here with my gloves on, 10, 15 below. It was fun. Always fun. So let's see here. I'll tell you what we're trying to do today, if I can get things working right. Let me go and swap around some things. Let's see here. Display left. Alrighty, let's go. Where is that puppy at? Display left. I got display left going. Alrighty, new tabs. Alright. Let's just get that die down there, and let's get this other one open. And moved in onto the right position here. And there's YouTube, that's where we're at right now. I wonder if we can see the live chat here. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Let me see here. We go like this. Go live. Let's see. Oh, it's going to work tonight, huh? New stream, title, APRI, April 4th, no, April 1, 2019. Description, stream. You got to next. Start streaming. Go live. Let's see. No, I don't think it's going to work. 2 places at one time here. Nope, it's not going to work. So let's kill this. Let's go back. There you go. Whoop. So that didn't work. So anyway, let me see here. What's on Drudge tonight? Oh my God, looky here, the pervert in chief. Oh, we got to see this. Oh, You guys remember old Biden and his touchy-feely moments with all the different little women that he came in contact with, the little girls. Yep. Did Pelosi disqualified? No, not at all. He's just he's just a Democrat. All Democrats do things like that. I don't know if all Democrats do things like that, but it seems like most of them. Oh, there's two perverts together, Biden and Hillary. two perverts together. Alrighty. Okay. For those of you who were concerned about the global warming we're having, I went out today and looked around for some. I had to drive up in the mountains to find any global warming, and guess what? When I got up there, I couldn't find any. So let me show you a little video we made today, if I can get it queued up. And let's see here. Where did I put it? Oh, where did I put it? Yep. Oh, there we go. Let's pull this up. If I can get it started. Oh, there we go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Hello, folks. Welcome to my Alaskan backyard. Today we're up in Hatcher Pass again. It's April 1st, April Fools. And as you can see, no global warming. Back out of the way. See the global warming up there? Well, I didn't think you would. I just wanted to say that the CBS News story about Kotzebue having 70 degrees today was a bunch of bullshit. Do people believe whatever they're telling you down there? They're morons. Okay?
Tell us how you really feel about it.
We're going into a new ice age. There's no global warming in Alaska. They're full of shit. Okay? Don't let them fucking screw with your heads. Okay? Just take a look at reality. That's reality. Okay? If it wasn't bright and sunny today, right now it's probably 45 degrees in the sun. It would be close to 25 degrees out here if it was cloudy. It's nice and sunny right now. That's why it looks like it does. So I just thought I'd give you guys a heads up. Don't believe that bullshit that they're feeding you. Ready? Well, that's it from Hatcher Pass. If we see any birds out or any marmots or any mooses, we'll stop and get some pictures of them for you guys. Okay? Till then, till the next time. Bye.
There you see it. No global warming found. We looked for it all day. I don't know, dudes. Just don't know. Let's kill that. Let's kill that too. Alright, so what other good stories are there today? Oh, I heard something about an invasion on the southern border. You know, like 4,000 people arrested yesterday or some shit like that. And, you know, they're going to be 100,000 or so, they think, for the next couple of months. And then you got a 20,000 member caravan coming through Mexico right now. It's like, and Trump's maybe going to close the border, maybe not. The mainstream media is like, oh no, don't close the border because if you do, how will we get our drugs? We won't be able to get avocados. Oh my God. How terrible. So, anyway, what else we got here? Let's go through some of that stuff here, maybe. Okay. Napster Misty Russell shot to death in L.A. I was just reading the other day about L.A. about aren't they having a typhoid epidemic down in the Los Angeles area? You know, I know in San Francisco it's okay to shit in the street all you want. I don't know. This is usually how typhus gets spread. It's unsanitary conditions. I do believe that's how it's done. And it's not bodily fluid or nothing. It's just disease or fecal matter and crap, I guess. You can get yellow fever that way too, I think. Or is that a mosquito-borne thing? I don't know. What else do we got here? Well, not much happening in there. Catholic priest burns Harry Potter books. That's just a waste of space. Corporate profits at retail sales underscore slowing economy. Gee, I don't think so. Where you live and you think the economy is slowing? You're fucking insane. Oh no, it was on Drudge Report. Let's see who fucking wrote that. It's always nice to see. CNBC? No wonder. Fucking fake news big time. Just look at their headline there. Underscore slowing economy. You wish it was slowing, you stupid fuckers. Don't put your fantasies on the people as fact. Get this stuff. This is their key points, folks. Alright? The weak report from the Commerce Department on Monday joins a raft of other soft data. What soft data? How about stating your sources? Oh, an anonymous source says that this data looks like this way and this data. They always do this shit. You know, whatever happened to who, what, where, when, and why? Okay? Fucking any journalist at all, that's how you tell a story, with those 5 W's. You know, what happened to journalism school? You know, when I studied broadcasting at the Eastern Kentucky University, one of the you know, we had courses in journalism. You know, and that was it. You got to cover the who, what, where, when, and why. When I wrote for an army newspaper back in the 70s, that's what my lieutenant told me. Who, what, where, when, and why. That's what makes up a story. They don't even bother. You're just supposed to assume that they've seen sources. They won't tell you what the sources is, you know. But this shows this. Well, show us. Show your sources. Economists anticipating. Which economist? What economist? You know, where do they work at? Where are you getting this data? Where are you getting this information? You know, anybody can come up with anything at any time. You know, what is that old saying? Statistics could be manipulated to say anything you want them to say. What was it? Liars, statistics? No, okay. I can't recall the exact saying. The gist is, folks, and working as a data scientist like I do on occasion, I can tell you that you can take any set of data and manipulate it and numerous different ways to make it either support or refute anything you want to come up with. You know, let's see the raw data. You know, I want to know that that's been proven to be a hoax from the beginning. You know, there was a hacker that busted in to the UN's climate scientists' offices in London and another place, and got the emails from those scientists who put this theory of global warming out, 20 years ago or whatever, and were responsible for making money off of it. They were manipulating their data that they used to build their computer models. If their data from a specific location did not support their precondition, not precondition, but their pre-notion of what the data should be, they manipulated. They added numbers, they subtracted numbers, they did whatever they had to do to get it within the range that they were looking for to support their models that's calling for this global warming nonsense. That's a known fact. Look it up on the internet, dudes and dudettes. You know, of course you're not supposed to remember shit like that. You know, but I'm so sorry I do. Retail sales dropped 0.2% as households cut back on purchases of furniture, clothing, food. Those building materials. That's all seasonally related shit, late. You people are fucking idiots. You're trying to manipulate that shit that supports your theory that you know, Trump's economy is fizzling out. It ain't nowhere near fizzling out, dudes. January from January was revised higher to show retail sales increase instead of gaining usually reported. And then on the next thing they tell you that they reported it wrong to start with, and it was actually higher than what they told you in the previous points. What a piece of crap. Here's what you can do now, folks. You don't have to be a member of CNBC's webpage or anything to comment on their articles anymore. There's a new sheriff in town. It's called, let's see, Discuss, I believe. Let's see, bookmarks. Develop open page with Firefox. Okay. Loading up there. All right, if you got this plugin for your browser, you can get it from dissenter.com. You can comment on any URL on the internet. They can't stop you. I don't think we're moving to recession. I think we're going during another recession. The interest is more going up during a recession in the Obama years. And it's beating the shit out of them. So, if you folks are interested in freedom of the internet, freedom of speech, you need to get on board with Discuss here. Go to their website and let me see. I'll pull that up for you. Okay. All right, where's her website? There it is. Dissenter.com. Head on over there and get yourself the plug-in for your browser, and you can become part of this of the new internet. Get away from the fucking Facebooks and the Twitter and shit. You don't have to worry about by the press or anything. And as you can see, you can post whatever you want. This is actually freedom finally. Because most of these places, most of these URL endpoints, if they don't like your comments, they'll ban you. They can't ban you from this thing. So go over there and sign up and start commenting on the silly stuff you see on the internet. And you might find that you find after all this time, you now have a way to actually have a discussion without people attacking you for what you say and banning you. So go over there and sign up, log in, and play around, man. So let's see here. And let's see. Where's our Drudge? Yep, there's Drudge again. As you see, there's lots and lots of good things to go. I'm looking forward to the border closing. I want to see what happens after that. My take on the Mueller report and the reaction from the press about it is, this is a coup that's occurring, and it's continuing on. It's moving in another phase. I would like to see President Trump release all the FISA documents. I would like to see the Congress and the Department of Justice indict these people that were part of this coup and arrest them, try them, convict them, and execute them. And because if they don't, America is gone, man. There's no more America. People gotta wake up. What do you need to happen? The fucking FBI, the Democratic Party, the DNC, Obama and them spied on the opposition party. And if it wouldn't have been for all of us deployable people who went out in droves, the largest turnout I can remember in my lifetime for a presidential election. Even I was around when Reagan made it into office and stuff. There weren't as many people out voting as there were this time. So, and there we go. Here's old Joe. So until we get the things caught up, until they start arresting some people, this shit is not over. If Trump doesn't grow a bigger set of nuts than he's got now, they're going to they're going to wind up assassinating his ass, or we're going to wind up in an open civil war. They're going to continue to push this coup. We got to stop this coup right now. He needs to start having people arrested. Barr needs to start indicting Hillary Clinton for what she did. Loretta Lynch for putting the fix in. Colby and the rest of them for fucking lying to FISA courts in order to carry out Barack Obama's wishes. It turns out, I think Clapper came out today and said that all this shit came from Obama. They were directed by Obama to do this shit. So he had direct knowledge of all this fucking collusion, delusion shit, all this attempt to nullify the election and nullify the American people's choices on who can govern them. You people need to freaking wake up down there, man. Don't vote fucking Democrat for nothing. What do you got to do? Have 100,000 illegal aliens show up on your door and start kicking you out in the street and taking over your houses and shit? What are you going to do in Southern California when 100,000, 200,000 illegal families show up and start pushing their way in? You don't have the housing for them. You got fucking terrible homeless problem as it is. So does Arizona, and so does all Texas. So does all the states have homeless problem. You know, there's not housing for these people. There's not fucking jobs. They're gonna all be wards of the state, but they'll vote Democratic, right? And then isn't that what this is all about? God, come on, people, wake the fuck up. All right, that's enough ranting and raving. As we know, this is April Fool's, and let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what's going on tomorrow and the next day, and then let's evaluate where we are Friday. You ever notice that every Friday is when the shit starts, when no one's paying attention? It's Friday night, and that's when all these dumps occur. You know, whenever they want to slide something underneath the table and not let us know what's going on. You ever notice that? It's always a Friday evening. If it's on a long weekend Friday evening, that's even better, because see, none of us are watching, and that's what they want. They don't want you to see what they're doing. So keep that in mind. As the weather gets better, we'll get some more Alaskan style videos on. I'll get the old drone out. We're planning on going down to the Kenai and do some drone flying around the ocean there, up and down the beaches, and do a little early salmon fishing, and we'll all bring that back to you, my loyal followers. All right. With that said, let's get going. Have a good April 2nd tomorrow.